Poverty is for lazy people. Me? I will not be poor again.
No one spoke that morning. Even the birds seemed quiet. People stood outside their houses, whispering, pointing, shaking their heads. At the center of the village, Mamaa Millionaire's big iron gate stood wide open. Her shiny car was gone, her loud generator was silent, and Mamaa Millionaire herself was nowhere to be seen. Just yesterday, she was standing in the market, laughing loudly.
Poverty is for lazy people.
She had shouted.
Me? I will not be poor again.
But today, silence. Mamaa Millionaire was not her real name. The villagers gave her that name because she loved it. She loved money, she loved showing it, and she loved reminding everyone that she had it. If she passed you on the road, you would hear her say, "Do you know how much my shoes cost? Do you know how many houses I own?" Even if you didn't ask. What hurt the villagers most was this. They remembered Mama before the money. She was once poor, very poor. She used to borrow salt, borrow firewood, borrow everything. Sometimes she cried because she had no food. The same people she now insulted were the ones who once helped her. Then one year, everything changed. Money came, fast. Mama built a big house with a metal roof that shone in the sun. She bought cows, land, and expensive clothes. She started calling herself Mamaa Millionaire, and if anyone asked how she became rich, she would smile and say, "Mind your business." Pride took over. Soon, Mama stopped greeting people. She refused to sit with others in the village meetings. She said poor people smelled. She said elders talked too much. And when beggars came to her gate, she chased them away. "Go and work," she shouted. "I worked for my money." But deep inside, the village knew something was not right. One evening, as Mama counted her money loudly so everyone could hear, an old woman stood by the road and whispered, "Riches that come with pride leave with shame." Mama laughed. She laughed so hard. "If money can leave me," she said, "let it try." Before anyone called her Mamaa Millionaire, people called her Mama the Unlucky One. Nothing ever worked for her. She planted maize, it dried before harvest. She kept chickens, they died one by one. She sold vegetables, they spoiled before buyers came. Every morning, Mama sat outside her small mud house, staring at the road, hoping something would change, but nothing ever did. Children laughed at her torn clothes. Women whispered when she passed. Men shook their heads and said, "That woman will never succeed." Sometimes Mama had them. Sometimes she pretended not to, but every word stayed in her heart. At night, she cried alone. "I am not lazy," she whispered. "Why does life hate me?" One market day, Mama tried to sell roasted groundnuts. She sat there from morning till sunset. Not a single buyer came. When she packed her unsold groundnuts, a group of women laughed. "Even poverty is tired of following you," one of them said. That day, Mama did not go home immediately. She walked past the village, past the farms, past the river, until she reached the old path no one used anymore. As the sun began to set, Mama heard a voice. "Why are you crying?" She turned quickly. Standing there was a strange old man. His clothes were clean but old. His eyes were sharp. His voice was calm. "People with full hearts do not cry alone." Mama said nothing. The old man sat on a stone and said, "I can help you." Mama laughed bitterly.
"Everyone says that," she replied. "Then they leave." The old man shook his head. "This help comes with a price," he said. "What price?" Mama asked quickly. The old man looked straight at her and said, "Respect." Mama did not understand. The old man gave her a small sack. "Sell what is inside," he said. "But remember this, never insult anyone. Never deny help when you can give it, and never brag about what you get." Mama opened the sack. Inside were ordinary seeds. "These?" she asked in disappointment. The old man smiled. "Plant them tomorrow," he said, "and do exactly as I say." Before Mama could ask more questions, the old man was gone. Mama planted the seeds the next morning. She followed every instruction. She watered them. She spoke kindly while tending them. She shared food with hungry children near her farm. Within weeks, something strange happened. The plants grew faster than anything the village had ever seen. They were strong, healthy, and full. When harvest time came, buyers arrived from far villages. They paid double the normal price, then triple. Mama could not believe her eyes. For the first time in her life, she held real money. Not borrowed, not begged, earned. At first, Mama was humble. She thanked God, she greeted everyone, she even helped some neighbors. But as more money came, something changed. People who once laughed now greeted her first. Those who insulted her now praised her, and Mama began to enjoy it. She built a bigger house. She bought bright clothes. She walked differently. She spoke louder. When people asked about the old man, she said, "I worked harder than you all." She forgot the sack. She forgot the rules. She forgot respect. The villagers started whispering again. "She is changing," they said. "Money has entered her head." Some elders looked worried because they knew something Mama did not. Blessings that come with rules leave when the rules are broken. Money did not just change Mama's house, it changed her mouth. Where she once spoke softly, she now spoke loudly. Where she once listened, she now talked. Every chance she got, Mama reminded people who she had become. "If you don't have money, don't advise me," she said. The village began to hear her voice even before seeing her. At the market, Mama stood where everyone could see her. She removed her shoes and said, "Do you know how much these cost?" She waved her phone in the air. "This is not for poor people," she laughed. Even when buying salt, she paid with big notes and waited for change slowly so everyone could watch. One afternoon, a young widow came to Mama's gate. Her child was sick. She bowed respectfully and said, "Mama, please help me with a little money." Mama looked at her and laughed. "Did I give birth to you? Go and suffer with your poverty." The woman left crying, and the village felt it. She forgot her own past. Children who once ate at Mama's house were chased away. Begging hands were slapped aside. Mama said, "Poor people are poor because they are lazy." No one reminded her that she once begged too. During village meetings, Mama arrived late. She sat alone. When elders spoke, she looked at her phone. One elder gently advised her, "Wealth is good, but respect is better."
Mama stood up and said, "Respect does not build houses, money does." Silence followed. The elders exchanged worried looks. One evening, a blind old man fell near Mama's shop. People expected Mama to help. She stepped over him. "Move away," she said. "You will scratch my shoes." That moment broke something in the village. Whispers turned to warnings. People no longer laughed. They whispered. "This will not end well," they said. Children stopped greeting her. Women avoided her path. Even dogs barked when she passed. An elder stood by the road and said calmly, "Pride eats first, then hunger follows." Mama laughed loudly. "If hunger comes," she said, "I will buy it food." The elder turned away, and the village knew the fall was near. There was an old woman in the village called Gogo Naliaka. She was quiet. She spoke little, but when she spoke, elders listened. She had seen many seasons. She had buried prideful people before. One afternoon, Gogo Naliaka stood outside Mama's big gate. She waited. Mama came out wearing a bright dress and gold earrings. She frowned when she saw the old woman. "What do you want?" Mama asked. Gogo Naliaka leaned on her walking stick and said softly, "My daughter, wealth has found you, but your heart is running away." Mama laughed. "Old people always talk like this," she replied. Gogo Naliaka raised her eyes and said slowly, "When money enters a house without humility, it leaves through the roof." People passing by stopped to listen. The air felt heavy. Mama clapped her hands and laughed loudly. "Look at you, poor, old, and full of stories." My money is strong, Mama continued. It protects me better than your words. She pointed at her house, at her car, at her gate. Can warnings buy these? She asked. An elder named Mzee Baraka stepped forward. Mama, he said gently, money is a visitor. Respect is the honor. Mama's face hardened. I am tired of this village, she said. You all want my money, not my success. Gogo Naliaka shook her head. I did not come for your money, she said. I came to save your name. Then she dropped her walking stick. It broke, right there. People gasped. Mama stepped back and laughed again. If this village is jealous, let them stay jealous. She walked into her house and slammed the gate. The sound echoed. That night, the wind was strong. A strange sound came from Mama's house. Her lights flickered, and for the first time since she became rich, Mama could not sleep.
That same night, Mama woke up suddenly. She thought she had someone counting money. She sat up quickly. The room was empty. Her box of money was where she left it. Still, her heart was beating fast. The next morning, Mama opened her money box. She froze. Some notes were missing. Not all, just enough to confuse her. She counted again and again. Her hands started shaking. No, she whispered. I counted it yesterday. Mama accused her workers. She accused her relatives. She accused even children who passed near her house. But no one had entered. The gate was locked. The door was untouched. Still, money kept disappearing. At the market, buyers stopped coming. The same people who once rushed to her now avoided her stall. Prices are too high, they said. Some whispered, something is wrong with her goods. Mama shouted. She argued, but the market did not listen. One morning, her strongest cow refused to eat. By evening, it fell sick. By morning, it was dead. Mama stood there speechless. She remembered Gogo Naliaka's words. She shook her head. No, she said. It's nothing. Neighbors crossed the road when they saw her. Children stopped playing near her house. Even greetings disappeared. Mama felt the silence. It was heavier than noise. Her big house felt empty. Her laughter disappeared. At night, strange sounds returned. The wind knocked without hands. Her lights went off without reason. Sleep refused to come. One night, Mama sat alone and whispered, "What is happening to me?" For the first time, she was afraid. Real fear. Not hunger, not poverty. Fear. That night, Mama did not sleep at all. She sat on her bed, holding her money box tightly. Her eyes were red. Her heart was tired. Just before dawn, she heard a knock. Not loud, not soft, slow. Knock, knock, knock. Her breath stopped. Mama opened the door slowly. Her knees became weak. Standing there was the old man, the same one who gave her the seeds. He looked the same, calm, clean, quiet. "You?" Mama whispered. The old man nodded. "I came for what you forgot," he said. Mama fell to her knees. "I worked hard," she cried. "I deserve this." The old man shook his head. "You worked," he said, "but you forgot the rules." He raised his hand. Respect, humility, kindness. Mama covered her face. The old man spoke slowly. The seeds were not magic. They only grew where kindness lived. When your heart changed, he continued, the blessing stopped. Mama began to cry loudly. The old man pointed at the money box. "That money is not yours anymore." The box fell open. Inside, dust. Mama screamed, "No, please." The old man stepped back. At sunrise, Mama ran into the village crying. People gathered. They saw her empty hands. They saw her tears. They heard her confession. Mama bowed before the elders. "I forgot who I was," she said. "I insulted you." Silence. Gogo Naliaka stepped forward. "Pride closed your eyes," she said, "but humility can still open them." By evening, Mama's house was empty. Her wealth was gone. Her name was gone. Only Mama remained. After the day Mamaya lost her wealth, the village slowly returned to its normal sound. Chickens clucked, children laughed, smoke rose from cooking fires. But Mamaya was no longer in the big house. She moved into a small hut at the edge of the village. No gate, no car, no shiny clothes, just a mat, a pot, and silence. Every morning, Mamaya swept her compound quietly. She spoke little. When she passed people, she greeted fast, even children. At night, Mamaya sat alone and remembered. She remembered hunger. She remembered help. She remembered the rules she ignored. Sometimes tears fell, not for money, but for her name. At first, people avoided her. Pain does not forget quickly, but time softened hearts. One woman gave her maize, another shared vegetables. Children began to greet her again. No one mocked her. The village had learned its own lesson too. At a village gathering, Mzee Baraka said, "Wealth is good, but it is a test." He continued, "If it finds pride, it leaves destruction. If it finds humility, it builds generations." Everyone nodded. Mamaya lowered her head. Mamaya started helping quietly. She carried water for elders. She shared what little she had. She never bragged again. People noticed, not with praise, but with respect. And so the village learned, money can enter quickly, but character stays forever. Pride destroys blessings. Humility protects them. Years later, children asked, "Who was Mamaa Millionaire?" Elders answered softly, "She was rich twice, once with money, once with wisdom. And this time, she did not lose it."